I was just like, this is why I came to Asia. This is why I came back to this side of the world. Oh, look at that. It is scrumptious. It looked like better than a photo that I saw.
Why do I feel like it goes faster after this point? It's almost like a ride. That's fast!
It's not fast. The infamous Golden Bridge. What up, y'all? I'm feeling so good today. It is Saturday. I just got back from the gym. I've been here in Da Nang for, it hasn't even been a full week yet because I got here on, I think, a Tuesday. Days kind of blend together. I think I got here on Tuesday or Wednesday earlier this week. And I have been loving it here. Like, words cannot explain. I love going to new places. And like, it's not just like the culture that's interesting or like the people are so friendly. The food is amazingly delicious. It's the beaches here, like all of those things are great. That is what makes this place, you know, unique and special and like a great vacation destination. But for me as a digital nomad, the cherry on top, the icing on the cake is when I can get to a new destination and just get into a groove, get into a flow, and it's frictionless. Like, it is, of course, there's different things y'all have to navigate, different things I have to learn, but it's not excessively hard. Like, my transition into being here in Vietnam has been so seamless. Like, I went out the first, well, not the first day that I got here. The first day that I got here, it was late at night. And my data wasn't working. I was having issues with my eSIM. That was a whole other ordeal. But even once I finally got to my my apartment, the place that I'm staying, the host was here to greet me, even though it was, I think check-in time is at like 2. And I got here around like 7, but they were there, they were here, they welcomed me in, they guided me to my apartment, you know, basically gave me like a quick overview. It wasn't anything like long and extensive. And I say that because I've landed in other places and like it doesn't register to them that I've been traveling for like the last 24 hours. And so they just want to talk and talk and talk. And it's like, I don't want to be rude, but also can you just give me my keys and go? Like, I don't need to know the whole lay of the land tonight. We can talk about it in the morning after I've had, you know, rest and like can recover from all this travel. So that was nice when the host came, guided me in, gave me the keys and was like, you need anything, here's my WhatsApp, all you, right? So I was able to get settled in. I downloaded Grab. I had Grab on my phone already because just being in Asia, it's a given, something that you know, it's an app that you know you need to have. So I got on Grab, I ordered some food. It was so good. I don't even, what did I get? Something with falafel. I think it was a falafel pita. And I bought a smoothie bowl and I also got a salad. And I got all of that because I knew in the morning when I woke up, I was gonna be hungry and there was nothing here. Like, I didn't go out and get anything. Once I got in, I ate and I passed out. So I ate the falafel pita thingy for dinner, knowing that I'd have the smoothie bowl and everything else, smoothie bowl and the salad in the morning. And I went to bed content because not only was it good, all of that food was $8. And I was just like, this is why I came to Asia. This is why I came back to this side of the world, because it's the quality, baby, for the quantity. Like, it maths a lot better over here than in Argentina. Goodness, I would be ordering food and it'd be like $15+. It would take forever to get there and then it wouldn't even be good and I would still be hungry after eating it. So this is like a night and day experience. But food aside, because y'all know food is my heart, but food aside, like I said, settling in here has been so seamless. So the next day when I got up, I knew I was gonna need a SIM card because my eSIM, like I said, was acting funky. They actually ended up giving me a refund because we couldn't get it to work. So I started walking and I was like, well, hopefully I can find a place to get a SIM card because I can't use Google Maps, I can't use my phone, I can't use anything. And sure enough, like I walk a little bit and I find this store and I'm like, do you guys sell SIM cards? They're like, yeah. I'm like, do you guys speak English? They're like, yeah. So they get me set up with a SIM card. I had like 6 gigs of data to use for the month and that was like 13 $13-15 somewhere in there. And then of course I get a Vietnamese phone number, which I always find helpful to get a local number wherever I go, because it just makes things easier sometimes. So yeah, I got that. Then I was able to use my GPS, find an ATM. From there, able to navigate, went to the beach, went and got some food, tried my first banh mi, I think is how you say it, but the sandwiches that they have here, delicious, really good. The lady was so nice. Then it was good, but I was still hungry afterwards, so I went and got some Indian food, which was also good, and they were so nice. And yeah, so since then, it's just been like things falling into place. I've been able to find a gym with no problem, and it's like a 10-15 minute walk from where I stay. It's a nice gym, it's a clean gym, it's a well-equipped gym, and it didn't cost, it cost me about, I think, $40 for the month that I'm staying here. When I factor it out, it's like $2.50 a day. So it was worth it. And I don't think I'm getting it for the whole month because they're closed during Tet, the Vietnamese New Year. So really I'm only going to be going there for like 3 weeks or so, but it's a good gym. And yeah, I'm just blown away by the quality, because coming from Buenos Aires, like the gym I was going to was really bad. Like that was probably like one of the worst gyms I've ever been to in the world. It took me forever to find it. It wasn't close to my place, but it was the closest one that I could find at the time. And I love going to the gym. I realized this today when I went. I was like, yes, I'm back in my element. I love this. But I was hating going to the gym when I was there. I was not liking it. It was really hard to find my groove. And I just love how being here in Vietnam, I've been able to find my groove so quickly. I love it. I love it. The other day I also went to a cafe. I've gone to a couple cafes now and did some work, got some work done. Like just the fact that I was able to travel in and like hop back into my work schedule the next day is like mind-boggling to me, because a lot of it had to do with the flight. I flew Starlux Airlines coming here, and oh my gosh, baby. If I am ever traveling to Asia, if I'm ever having a long flight and Starlux is an option, yes, absolutely. That's been one of the best flights. It's like, it comes across as I guess you can consider it a luxury airline. Like I was flying economy and I was just like, it's spacious here. The bathroom, easily the biggest bathroom I have ever been in on a plane. They even had Smell Good in the bathroom. It had elevator music. I was blown away. So a lot of it with me transitioning in had a lot to do with the flight. I wasn't jet lagged. I was able to get sleep and work done on the plane. So that says a lot. But yeah, in addition to being able to hop into work, find a gym, be able to get into like my workout schedule, get to establish different routines and get really accustomed here. I have also been able to get into a groove with food, which it's, if you watch my video about me planning my trip here, I'm gonna make another video about how off I was with calculating budgets and predicting like my spending habits when I got here, because I don't know who I was when I was making that budget, but it was off, it was off. Basically, I have been eating out a lot more and cooking a lot less. This is actually the kitchen back here, and it doesn't look bad. Like, it's not a bad kitchen. Well, it's really a kitchenette, right? Because we just got this little, you know, counter space and then this stove on top here. But I haven't used it much for a few different reasons. One, just because ordering food here has been so easy. It's so easy. The food is good and it's very affordable. I actually just ordered some food, and I am waiting for it to come, which I'm surprised. Normally when I order food, like this morning I woke up and ordered some food because I was hungry. I kid you not, I ordered the food. I went to I like got distracted by looking at like reviews. So I might have I was looking at reviews for the restaurant, like maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, just because I found it interesting. I was like reading through the reviews. They had really good reviews, but I was just reading what people had to say. I went to go brush my teeth, and then I was like, oh, let me check my phone just to see. And lo and behold, the Grab driver was here with my food. Like, I promise you, the food came in like 8 to 10 minutes after I ordered it. I was just like, wow, that is freakishly fast. Like Jimmy Johnson got nothing on these Grab drivers in Vietnam. And it was really good. And I think I paid like less than $4 or like $4 for my breakfast. I had a chicken omelet with the banh mi bread and a salted coffee, which Vietnam also, they got this coffee down. I wouldn't consider myself normally like a coffee person. It's usually something I get if I need some sort of pick-me-up or something, but the coffee here, so far I've tried the coconut coffee, I've tried the salted coffee, I had that this morning, and I had the egg coffee. And every single one, I'm just like, coffee me. Every day, coffee me. Give me a coffee. But anyways, I picked up my camera, all that aside, to let you guys know how easy the transition has been, and also to show you guys what I just got from the grocery store. I picked up a few things. Like I said, I haven't been cooking here as much, just because food has been so easy to order, and it just kind of, it's a little bit more practical because it saves me so much time to just order it. And then there's also, when I got here, I was also seeing like a couple little ants. Not a super big deal. They actually gave me this spray. And once I started spraying this, they kind of went away. But just the fact that they were in the vicinity and how easily they were in here, I was like, I don't really want to do any like intensive cooking. I haven't really seen many since I've started using that. And they actually just came today to clean. Let me show you guys the apartment. And kind of, it looks just like the pictures. Like I said, if you saw that other video where I was cleaning on where I was staying, it looks just like the photos. There is some construction out this way, so it gets a little loud, a little noisy out here, but it's not bad. So yeah, a lot of construction over there. They're building this unit, which I'm sure is going to be a super nice unit once they finish with it. All those apartment complexes, or apartment, all those apartments. And then there's another building across the street. This is my little view on the second floor. And then I've got my desk over there, the TV, kitchenette like you guys already saw. This is the baño. And over here is just the closet where I've stored all of my belongings. Another little drawer down there. So it really is perfect for everything that I need. I've been comfortable here. But yeah, so I went to the grocery store. I went to a little market to pick up some things. Since I'm not really cooking as much, I just have like snacks and like fruit and different things to eat. I wanted to do a mini grocery haul. So this is some grapefruit already peeled. I got these chickpeas. I got these green peas. Just because, like I said, I just need like snacks. Mostly been ordering in or eating out, so just snacks and breakfast stuff. Got these pretzels because I like something salty and savory. Some boiled eggs to have as snack, a little protein snack or breakfast in the morning. Cinnamon because I have oatmeal and it needs cinnamon. I don't know what this is. This was just something I picked up. It looked good. It's a cake. I don't know. Let's see. What does it say? Barley germ flavored cake. No clue, but it looked tasty, and I was like, sure, why not? It's 19 Vietnamese dong, which is what, almost $1. Clearly I had a little sweet tooth, so I got these two. Also don't know what this is, but something with chocolate in the middle. And then looking for more protein snacks, I got this to give it a try. It is jerky, but chicken jerky. So gonna try that. And this is some fruits. Oh, Grab is here. See, they be coming with a quickness. Hello? Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, back to my little haul. All right, so this fruit, I actually have no clue what this is. I'm gonna Google it. I don't even know how to eat it. But I was like, let's give it a try. So yeah, some more fruit for the morning. Then I got, look at this cute little thing of peanut butter. I can eat it with my pretzels, but also putting this in my oatmeal. I'm just really glad it's so small because, like I said, I'm just here for a few weeks before I have to fly out to Ho Chi Minh City. And again, the simplicity with being able to transition here, they made this with me in mind. This little jar of peanut butter, because normally this is not an option. And as a nomad, it really is a struggle having to decide, do I buy peanut butter and have a big jar of peanut butter to fly with, or just be without? So, you know, I really appreciate that little peanut butter option, as well as this milk. Look at this, how cute is this? Oh my goodness. It is perfect because I like milk in my oatmeal, but I'm not a big milk drinker, so that's really the only time I use milk, unless I make protein shakes. But I found that the protein powder here is expensive, and it just makes more sense for me to buy protein shakes instead of making them. Plus I don't have a blender, so yeah, won't be using much milk, but this is perfect. It's also soy milk and has almond and black bean and walnut, so good protein source. Really good find there. This is all that I got from the market, and I also got that water over there, just some drinking water to have on hand. Okay, so the grand total for all of those items came out to 372,553 Vietnamese dong, which when you convert it, it comes out to be $14.53. That's a win, y'all. That's a win. $15. Now, mind you, I'm not feeding myself off of this for like meals and stuff, but it's stuff to snack on. It's a lot of protein sources, which I really, really needed. And that's always top of mind for me while I'm traveling, is getting enough protein intake. So yeah, I'm really happy with this little haul. I definitely did a lot better than the first haul that I did when I got here. I went to a different market and was just like grabbing things and wasn't really intentional about it, and spent more and just bought things that weren't, that weren't as focused as this. But this, I feel like, was a really good haul, and for it to all be less than $15, your girl is pleased. Now to see what I got from Grab, which I know is kind of crazy. Like, girl, you went grocery shopping and then you order food. But like I mentioned, I don't really plan to cook much here. So I gotta eat, especially after working out, lifting weights. Like, I know I was gonna need some protein. So I ordered something with a lot of protein for my lunch. This is a, I don't even know what I ordered. So this is a peanut butter protein shake. And this here is, oh, look at that. It is scrumptious. It looked like better than a photo that I saw. So this is cubes of tofu with rice and a mango salad. I'm about to tear this up. I am so excited. Y'all. So the grand total with this meal is 165 Vietnamese dong, $6.44. It's good. Okay. Levels to the flavor. It's got cinnamon, banana, it's got oat milk. I don't even taste protein. It's good. This tofu looks so good. It's like sweet and sour chicken, but tofu. And I had someone comment on one of my videos about like being vegan and being concerned about traveling. ain't no worries. Ain't no worries. Oh, There's sauce. Okay. Like a sesame sauce. I'm content. I'm happy. So, at least to say I'm happy here. This is just the beginning. I have some other things planned that I want to do. Obviously, I'm going to make some more videos while I'm here, because this is week 1 of the 3-ish that I'll be here. So I will check in with you guys later. Stay tuned for more to come. I don't even know what this is, if this is going to be part of a vlog or what. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys of where I am currently, how things are going, and I'll definitely check in with you all later. All right, time to go to church. All right, so I just left church service, which was surprisingly really good. I was amazed, 1, at how packed it was, but 2, it was just a really good church community. They're in the midst of doing a fast in preparation for Tet, the Vietnamese holiday, or Vietnamese New Year. So they had a lot of things going on around that, and you could tell it's very community oriented. It's a very community focused and oriented church. They do a lot of things outside of the church to give back, and I thought that was really cool. Anywho, now I am on my way to look for food because I'm hungry. And I'm gonna go to a cafe that's not too far. Trying to get over my anxiety of walking in these streets with all these motorcycles, because crossing the street is like an ordeal. Whew. Motos are everywhere. I'm also really surprised. I thought I was gonna be really hot with this long sleeve shirt on and this jean jacket. I wore layers because with churches you just never know what the temperature is gonna be like inside. But it also is really cool today. Like, people are out here with sweaters and coats on, and I understand why, because it's actually really cool. It's a lot cooler than I thought. It's like 68, but it rained last night, so the temperature has really dropped. Not that it was ever super, super hot. I think it's only been up to like maybe higher 70s since I've been here. But it's definitely not as like hot and humid as I anticipated it to be. And I know it's still rainy season, so I'm assuming that's why. It's like the end of rainy season, transitioning out. So it's a little bit cooler, but I don't mind because it makes this walk a little bit more comfortable.
Later.
After a wonderful and much needed massage, I headed towards the beach. One of my favorite things to do in Da Nang was walk along the promenade. While there are beach clubs and a vibrant nightlife scene, there weren't many occasions where I witnessed rowdy or excessively drunk tourists like I have in other places. The vibes of the beach city are laid back and easygoing, despite being Vietnam's 4th largest city and such a popular pick for travelers. In 2024 alone, Da Nang had over 10 million visitors, and it's not unheard of for people to stay well past their intended vacation time. The tourist visa process is relatively easy, allowing travelers to stay in the country for 45 or 90 days at a time, depending on nationality. In order to stay longer, visitors must leave, but they can pay $25 and simply reapply for another tourist visa to return. Pair this along with welcoming locals, the relaxed lifestyle, good food, and affordable cost of living, it becomes quite easy to understand why it's such an appealing destination. Hola, hola, mi gente. ¿Qué pasa? Buenos días. Bong sang. I'm trying to learn a little Vietnamese, but it has been a minute since I have picked up my camera. Y'all forgive me. Today I am out and about at Black Nomad Hills and exploring the amusement park, going to go to the Golden Hand Bridge and take the cable cars. So today I thought was a good day to pick up and start vlogging again so I can show you guys some of the attractions out here in Da Nang. And yeah, I'm just super excited to be at the house. I'm also not here alone. My friend sis is here somewhere. Say hey! So yes, we are about to go explore and yeah, see what's up with this cable car first. Vámonos! So we've got a map. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect with this place, but it's supposed to be like an amusement park, maybe like Disney World, maybe not, but we'll see. Time to get on the cable car. Y'all know how I feel about heights. Here we go.
Exclusive?
Spacious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely exclusive. We got our own car. How special.
Why do I feel like it goes faster after this point? It's almost like a ride. That's fast!
It's not fast. I thought I was
That's
mad.
kind of fast. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Look at that stream. Oh,
Not you standing up. Oh, that's gorgeous.
that is so beautiful. Wow.
The views this high up were truly stunning, and we were way up. Standing at 1,300 meters above elevation, the Black Nomad Hills cable car literally carried us above the clouds, giving spectacular views of the city and beyond. Some fun facts: it holds the title for being the longest cable car in the world, stretching over 5,800 meters long, equating to about a 20-minute long ride. It also holds 4 Guinness World Records and is ranked among the top 10 most impressive infrastructure systems in the world. The whole system includes 6 different cable lines, and at full capacity, it can transport up to 6,500 people per hour. Honestly, I don't know what's more impressive, the number of accolades this thing has, or the views that you get on the way up. Oh, we made it. We're high up in the sky. I'm so glad the ride is over. Even though it was very beautiful, I'm glad to be on top and out the cable car. So yeah, now we are here at the bridge, y'all. The infamous Golden Bridge. My first thought walking onto the Golden Bridge was, whoa. I was genuinely impressed. I'd seen it in other vlogs before, but let me tell you now, this footage does not do it justice. For starters, the hands are enormous. They look like ancient stone, but turns out they're actually made of wire mesh and fiberglass, coated with stucco and moss to give a weathered, mystical look. Totally had me fooled. The 2 colossal hands are a symbol of Vietnamese mythology and said to represent a divine being lifting a golden thread from the earth, a symbol of protection and blessing. The bridge stands over 1,400 meters above sea level and offers panoramic views that rival the views from the cable car ride. From the top, you can see beautiful landscapes of forest and mountains, and even the Ling Ung Pagoda, known by its towering white Buddha overlooking the city of Da Nang. The walkway is about 150 meters long and 12 meters wide, curving gracefully along Ba Na Mountain. But the real reason this bridge is so popular for tourists, the Golden Bridge is a social media hotspot. It's no surprise that people were lining up to snap pics for the gram, myself included. We got out there around 8 or 9 a.m. and it was already pretty busy. So if you're hoping to get some good solo shots here, I recommend to visit as early as possible or just get ready to brush up on those photo editing skills. To the other side we go.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a castle.
Is there another cable car from there to there?
Look at the monkey. Oh, precious. Gorgeous. This is so pretty. Sun World at Ba Na Hills is often called one of Vietnam's most iconic attractions. It sits on top of a mountain, offering family fun entertainment, French-inspired architecture, and a unique theme park experience. Having no expectations, but coming from a westernized perspective, honestly, my first thoughts about the park was that it was underwhelming. Kind of like a thrifty version of Disneyland with a random European medieval theme thrown into the mix. But after learning more about the park's purpose, I did grow to appreciate it. It's intended for the locals, especially those who haven't traveled abroad, to feel like they're stepping into Europe. It provides a fun, eye-opening experience for Vietnamese visitors. That said, Ba Na Hills is also known as a bit of a tourist trap. I saw words like bizarre, fake, inauthentic, overpriced, and even cringy used in many of the Reddit reviews that I read after going. And I honestly can see where they're coming from. There were several food stalls and restaurants, and though I didn't really eat there, apparently I wasn't missing out on much. Some folks online said it was the worst food that they ever had in Vietnam. One person even shared a story about the buffets having signs threatening to fine guests for not finishing their plates, which, real or not, kind of feels like a red flag. I also saw complaints about the park's ticket price, which is around 36 USD. This does include the cable car ride, but still, for what you get, is pricey by local standards. The biggest letdown that I discovered was about Sun Group, the developer of the theme park. Allegedly, they have ties to government-backed land grabs. Some say Sun World was built on land that used to home rare wildlife, and that activists who opposed the park's construction were silenced. Again, this is all alleged, but well worth being aware of. Nonetheless, I don't regret going. The views were beautiful, the cable car ride was unforgettable, and the Golden Bridge is made for epic photo ops. However, it's not a place I'd rush to return to again. If you go, here's my advice. Check the weather, it makes a big difference. Go early to beat the crowds. Eat before you go and bring snacks. And most of all, go with an open mind. Try not to compare Sun World to any other places you've been. It really is its own kind of experience. Sis has me getting on a ride. Here we go. No, it's like a little baby coaster. We can do this. I'm not scared. This is the ride we're getting on. It's cute. I think you can control the pace of how fast you go too, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, they're going really fast. No, we're not going that fast.
We got you. Rolling in the hills.
Later.
What up, y'all? So I am back in Da Nang. We made it back maybe about 3 hours ago. It's about 5:30 now. We got back here around 2 p.m. today, and we went and got some ramen, and then our bellies got full, so sis went to go take a nap, and I just went back to the apartment to kind of freshen up and just kind of relax a little bit. All in all, the park, the amusement park and the Golden Bridge, it was a lot of fun. It definitely wasn't like an all-day type of excursion. We might have been out there for a total of like 2.5 hours, and that was more than enough time, even with riding the little ride that we rode. So yeah, I thought it was a good excursion, good activity to do. I would recommend it to anyone coming out here to Da Nang. The views were gorgeous, and all in all it was good. Our tour guide, so when we booked the excursion, we booked it on Get Your Guide, and it was listed as a tour, but really it was just transportation to the area, Bana Hills. So really, I would tell anyone who wants to do that excursion, you can pretty much just book a Grab and go on your own. Because we paid about $30 for the activity, but booking a Grab from here to there, I guess depending on the hour, it might change. But when I looked at it before we left, it was about $15. So essentially, we paid double of what we would have paid if we would have just done a Grab driver, because it wasn't really a tour, it really was just transportation. Like, he literally dropped us off and was like, let me know when you're ready to go. So yeah, but he was a great tour guide. He was a great driver, very patient. It was pretty much like we had a private driver because it was just us for the day. So I liked it. It was good. It was worth the money, but lessons learned. You can save some coins if you just book a Grab and go. It's about the same thing. So now I am just on the beach, just kind of walking and spending some time out here. It is one of the sunnier days since I've been out here. I think rainy season is finally coming to an end, and I'm so happy about it. And I have just 1 week left here in Da Nang, so trying to get as much beach time as I can in. So I'm gonna hang out here for the night and then eventually go find some food. I'll check in with you guys later.